Hey everyone, welcome to day 58 of every national holiday! And today we have National Joe Day, National Scribble Day, National Medical Science Liaison Day, and National Spanish Paella Day. So without further ado, let's get into it. For the first holiday for today, we have National Scribble Day, and today's the day to bring out your inner baby and just scribble all over a page. So here we go, here's the page, and this is start, this is scribble all over it, I guess like scribbles, like, we all gotta start from somewhere, right? And like scribbling is just like the first act that a baby knows how to do, And I wonder if like scribbling too, like also like releases your frustration. Like maybe life can seem like a scribble, and then we're just trying to make sense of a scribble as we live every single day. So, yep. Kind of looks like pasta now, though. Kind of looks like spaghetti. Kind of like Tangela, actually. I mentioned it. All right. Oh yeah.
Is that a Pokemon?
Yeah, it is a Pokemon.
That blue thing?
Yeah, it is that blue thing. Alright guys, well here's my scribble for National Scribble Day. And on to next holiday. We are celebrating National Joe Day, and today's the day to give thanks to all the Joe related things, such as, a cup of Joe, or people named Joe. So I thought for today I'll name off every single thing that I know that is related to Joe. So let's think. We got Trader Joe's, of course. We got Cup of Joe. We got Joe Swanson from Family Guy. We got Joe Mama. We got Joe Biden. And what else do we have? Sloppy Joes. Oh, JoJo from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. That's a really good show, by the way. You guys should watch that. And that's it. I can't think of any more Joes. Yeah. So I think I'll do it for today's Joe Day. But yeah, guys, on to next holiday. We are celebrating National Medical Science Liaison Day, and this is a person who works for a company, and they make sure that every employee gets the right pharmaceuticals, the right medical treatment, and the right, healthcare options for them. So they're pretty much just like someone that a business employs in order to make sure that everyone stays healthy. And this is pretty much like an advert for them because they made a holiday for themselves. So yeah, guys, good job keeping everyone healthy. All right, on to next holiday. Here we are cooking chicken paella, and as always I try to make this as quick as painless as possible. So first things first, go ahead and put some extra virgin olive oil into your pan and just get it nice and hot, and then toss in your chicken one at a time. And for this recipe, what you really want to do is let the chicken brown. You want it to brown as much as you can, let it get a nice crispy skin on it, and that means you don't want to flip it too many times. Next step, here we are with the chicken seasoning. What we want to do is sprinkle a lot on top, and the reason we want to do a lot is because we're going to actually add vegetables and rice in here, so you want to be able to season this enough that everything gets seasoned. We're going to add broth in here too, so that's also going to wash up all the seasoning off the chicken and just incorporate it into everything else. So don't be afraid to add in as much as you think is needed. Right there I'm adding in garlic, onion powder, and then right here we are adding in, that's mustard seed, I believe, yes, and I think maybe I may have gone overboard with the mustard seed here, just a little bit. Mustard seed is pretty strong, and it is, a dab would do you, so I guess not really a dab in this case, more like a sprinkle would do you, right? Anyways, next we have some curry powder, so this is curry powder. I used this for the Jamaican Day, maybe you guys remember I made Jamaican curry, and something about this recipe just really reminded me of that, and I was like, wow, I bet this will be good with some curry powder. So I went ahead and brought it out, busted it out, and I sprinkled a lot on top of it. So there we go, that's really good. It came out great, guys. So yeah, I think the curry powder added a lot of good flavors into there. The turmeric and all that is really, really tasty. So here we go. I went to the store and I tried to buy some rosemary to add on top of it, but unfortunately they were all sold out of fresh rosemary, so I just had to use dry rosemary, which is not that bad. I mean, they still came out great, so it is what it is. And I think that was it for the seasoning, so on to the next step. Here we are flipping over the chicken now. I let it brown on one side and I'm flipping it over to the other. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to season it the exact same way I did the last time. So you can see me pulling out the chicken seasoning here, giving it a nice sprinkle on top. Next, followed by the onion powder, the mustard seeds, the garlic powder, just curry powder, everything. Just re-season it exactly the same way you did on the other side. And after that, we are actually going to toss in some onion and chopped garlic. So that's going to be another great addition to the dish. Even if you add onion powder and garlic powder, you still want to add in the fresh vegetables because it does enhance the flavor a lot. It's kind of just imagine it more as like support, like yeah, there is garlic, there is onion in there, but like you want that flavor to really come through, so you add in just a little extra help in there. At this point, the chicken is nice and brown on one side, but I do need to brown the other side. So I'm flipping them all over, and as you can see, the chicken is dropping a lot of liquids. And instead of draining it and wasting all that flavor, I'm going to pull out my basting brush. I'm going to base the top of these chickens. Not only is that going to give it great flavor, but it's also going to allow the bottom side to get nice and crispy due to the lack of liquid. And as you can see, I'm adding in the frozen vegetables. Yes, even though they are frozen, they still have great flavor and nutrition. When things are flash frozen, they actually preserve their freshness. Anyways, here we are mixing it in, incorporating it, and we want to make sure that the vegetables get just as cooked as the chicken. We want to make sure they start wilting a little bit and getting nice and cooked. A little bit about me and cooking. Growing up, I wanted to be a chef, so I actually have a little bit of a passion for cooking, and every Friday I used to have friends come over and I would cook for them, and it was great fun. But here we are tossing in the broth. Of course, in this case, I'm using a chicken stock, and after we're done pouring in all this broth, we're going to add in the rice. And in this case, we don't want to use a long grain. We want to use a short grain, and here I'm using arborio rice, which is actually an Italian rice, I believe, a shorter grain. And I was kind of hesitant on using the whole cup just because it seemed like a lot, and I know rice tends to swell up and becomes a lot more than what you expect. But I kind of regret not using more of it because it ended up being a little bit liquidy at the end. So in this case, I would say use more than what you think you need because there is a lot of liquid in here. There's actually a whole can of chicken broth, which contains about 2 cups, I believe. And the chicken was releasing a lot of liquids too. So yeah, use probably the whole cup. I use maybe 3/4 of it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Now back to the table. Here we are celebrating National Spanish Paella Day. And here you can see I got my Spanish paella. And it is straight off the stove, so it's really hot, really hot. But let's give it a try. Right here we got the arborio rice with the carrots and some beans. Oh wow, that's really good. Okay, let's give the chicken a try. And like I said, it's really hot, so we gotta be careful. And the recipe kind of just calls for pepper and salt, but if you guys know me, I hate bland food. So I put all the seasoning I had into here. Everything from chicken seasoning to mustard seed, onion powder, garlic powder, curry powder, smoked paprika, just pretty much the whole cabinet full of seasoning. So that's what I put in here. So let's give this a try. Ooh, like I said, it's hot, so right off the stove top. Ooh, it's hot. That's hot.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
Okay, let's give this a try. That's phenomenal. The taste is great. It's give myself a pat on the back because it came out really good. The only thing I would do different next time is using a little bit more rice. Mine came out a little bit watery, a little bit soupy, and that's because I didn't put enough arborio rice in there. And usually the rice was supposed to absorb all the liquid. So yeah, next time I make it, I'll use a little bit more rice. But other than that though, the flavor is great. The chicken is cooked all the way through. The rice and the peas and everything go well together. And just all the flavors here work super well. And I think this is a dish that I will definitely be making again. But next time I make it, I'll make it right. Alright, well thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye! Welcome to the end card again. I really do appreciate it. Go ahead and spam some rice and chickens in the comments. And yeah guys, the editing for the cooking part took a lot longer than I thought it would. It took me about 1 hour and 30 minutes to get that edited, so I guess no 2 episodes today, but I'll get it up maybe like at 2 a.m. So yeah guys, peace!